So welcome to the explanation of the routine called Kids.
Kids.
Yes. So for this routine you will need some material that you can download. There is a link on the page that you got with the card in the wallet. There's a PDF that you can download and print with what is basically a draw by number sheet. Like when you were kids and you were connecting numbers, it's like it's coming straight from a book of draw by number for kids. You also find in the PDF this, which is a crib with many words, different words. I have the French crib in my hand, but you will get the English version with different words like trees, plane, boat, candle, dog, cats, heart, stars, etc., etc. You cut this crib and you glue it on a card like the one you will have the people draw on, your spectator draw on. So basically what is it? It's a list of drawings that we could call common drawings or recurrent drawings, drawing that people tend to do when they're asked to draw something. I think you've experienced this when you ask people to draw something for a drawing duplication routine. 90% of the time they will draw certain things, certain type of drawings, like I said, a tree, a house, a boat, a heart, a fish,
Stickman.
Yeah, a stickman, yeah. These are very, very common drawings, and we've built on that. So here you have a list of many of the common drawings. Some are missing, like the sun, but you will eliminate them from the possibilities for your spectator. So basically, you saw the script by watching the routine. You take some cards and explain that you don't know how to draw, and you collect drawings from people, so you can pretend they are yours. So you show basically other common drawings that you want to avoid. There was the sun here too. So like the sun, a telephone. So by showing them, you eliminate them for the spectator to draw. Because you will ask him to draw one for your collection. You say, don't draw one that I already have. So you give him a card. He's making a drawing. So most of the time, 90% of the time, he will draw something that is on your list. Okay? We will see what you do if what he drew is not on your list. So this card, the crib, goes in your stack of blank cards on the second position when you look at the first blank card, like this. When you hold them like that, it's second from the bottom, but second from the top when you look like that, okay? So you show the drawings to eliminate them to your spectator. You ask him to draw something. You give him a card to make the drawing. You pick the drawing. So here you will use the flap pick like that when you push up, and what you will do is disguise this pick under the fact of moving your wallet. So to access my cards to make a drawing myself, I will need to move the wallet. So first, the person does his drawing. Let's pretend you do one, so it will be easier for the explanation. Okay, so here Sylvain drew a car. I don't know what he drew because he has been hiding this. It goes inside the wallet in the pick compartment. And then I put it here. I don't look at it for the moment. I put it on the stack of cards, of blank cards. And I start to talk with him. Like I'm trying to guess what drawing he has done. You can use many things. You can pretend to read directly in his mind or ask him if he's right-handed, left-handed. Did you start to draw on the corner? Did you make a lot of drawings? Things like that. Like information you could get from those signs. And you say, oh, I think I have a pretty clear picture, and that's when you will do the pick. I think I know what you drew. And you go to take the wallet to have access to those cards, to draw on it. So here you move it from the top of your stack to the side, and on this move, you make the pick. At this second, I know what he drew. From your side, it goes like this. And here, on the simple fact of moving it, you see the reflection and you know the drawing. You take the cards. So here I saw it's a car, so I will go in my list. So you see the crib on the list on the crib is in alphabetical order. For me, I have the French one, so it's on the bottom, but in the English one, car is on the upper part of the crib. So, and you move your card according to the place it is. So you can see directly the line that corresponds to the drawing. So for me, it's the car. It's French. You will learn a French word. It's voiture. So it's here on the bottom of my list. And I have all the list of numbers that correspond to the drawing he did. So you write the list of number. It will take a bit of time, but you will play with it. It's like you go like, okay, you go and write and copy what you see underneath. Try to memorize 3 in a row. Like here I look, I see 7, 11, 17. 7, 11, 17. That allows you to go to have a speed moments, fast moments when you. So he's thinking, what the hell is he doing? Because it doesn't look exactly like he's drawing what I did. It takes some time. And say, I know it takes some time, but I'm really lousy at drawing. I don't do good drawings, but I want to do them at my best.
Okay.
Masterpiece in poor drawing. Okay, and then you continue. You go on with the list of number, etc., etc. I don't write it for the purpose of the tutorial, but you go until you have written them all, and then you get rid of the rest of the stack and the crib, and you put the drawing down. Okay. At that time, you ask him what it was his drawing, a car, and you say, "That's exactly what I drew." He looks at it. Of course, you see a list of numbers, and is what the hell is it? You have from the beginning this folded paper on the side of the table, and you don't pay attention to it, you don't attract attention to it until the end of the routine, where you say, but remember, I told you I'm only drawing like a kid, and I haven't improved since, and I'm still drawing with, remember what was called draw by number when you were kids, and you show, I always have one that is completely undone, and I want you to do it exactly as I wrote here, and you ask the person to connect the point. They will connect here with this list. It will make a car. Earlier there was one drawing which was, yes, the car, which is here. So basically it's not, of course, really clear car. You can see earlier someone drew a heart, so you can see what it looks like. Of course, it doesn't look exactly like a perfect car, or exactly like the one he did, like a perfect art, or exactly like the one the person would have done. But that's the point, because there are two sides on this routine. There is the drawing duplication part, the fact that you manage to divine what the person has been drawing. You read our thoughts, you read our mind, and there's also an extraordinary memory feature, because you're able, using a canvas, a draw by number canvas that was completely not made for this drawing, to make it match the drawing by managing to remember where the points are and connecting them in your head. So there are two sides, two effects in one routine. So basically you can sign it and offer it to the person to thank her. When you look at the drawing of the person, it's not one of the items that is on your crib list. No matter, you just go through the routine by doing a straight drawing duplication. You duplicate what the person, and you can play by saying, okay, we'll compare if I'm a better drawer than you, because you say you are a poor drawer, and that's it. You don't attract attention on the paper that was on the table since the beginning, and you just put it back in your pocket, and no one has ever talked about connecting dots and things like that. So for them, it's just a straight drawing duplication routine, and there's no problem. But 90% of the time, you will be able to use the crib and the connect the number, draw by number sheet.